if you are new around here, welcome. I am Mary. This is Peter. This is Oliver. And I have cystic fibrosis, and sometimes having CF requires going to the hospital. That's what we're doing today. Good morning!
Good morning, guys. Guess what we're doing?
Well, first, we packed up, like, all the store orders.
Yes, the stores before the t-shirts that we launched yesterday, which I'm wearing my, under all these layers, I'm wearing my Frey Life
It's under there.
Laugh Everyday t-shirt.
And,
So, we just got the vlog up. Yeah, it's kind of been go today.
I noticed that this is how I adjust my glasses. Are you ready?
Yeah, you do. That's funny.
It's how, I don't know. I just noticed that the other day. I was like, oh, I guess that's how I adjust my glasses.
That's your thing.
Anyway.
Well,
so look at this.
we're packing for the hospital.
Oh, our first order of the t-shirts.
Oh, very fun.
Harmony, you got the first
one.
First one.
Good job. Congrats. Thank you.
Actually, I just read your note, and congrats for real.
Congrats, yeah. So we are headed to the hospital for a couple of days, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Mary's gonna get her NJ tube to get her some calories.
So the battery died, but Peter was just saying it's gonna be a short hospital stay, I think.
Hopefully.
I think that's right.
I don't know what.
But it turns out I will be accessing my port, or Peter will be. So that's fine. I was kind of like, we weren't gonna start IVs or anything, but I think I'm at least gonna get fluids because I think I'll be NPO, don't need anything, before my NJ placement, which I'm guessing is tomorrow. I don't know. But so earlier in the day, I had a rough morning, of course, that's a given. And but then I was just on fire. I really wanted to work in the store. So I got down there and started fulfilling orders, and it was super fun. And then I realized, well, then I called the hospital and found out what time I needed to be there because I hadn't heard from anybody. So I called and they said 6. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, I need to pack. And then I started getting really stressed out. And so if you ever wonder, does Mary ever get stressed out? Yes. Because then it's the reality of not feeling well and trying to pack. And trying to pack for the hospital and what do you need to bring. And so anyway, that's part of the reason why we didn't pick up the camera, because we were trying to get things done.
Yeah.
And
the vlog didn't upload right, so we had to re-upload, and it's just a lot going on there for a little bit. But we're almost to the hospital. Get Mary settled in, and then not too settled in.
Yeah, hopefully not too settled in at all. We didn't even bring our foam mattress toppers because we're not staying that long. We're just gonna not bring them. And if you are new around here, welcome. I am Mary. This is Peter. This is Oliver. And I have cystic fibrosis, and sometimes having CF requires going to the hospital. That's what we're doing today. Another question that I can just read your mind and I can see what you're asking. Why do you go to a children's hospital? Well, I go to a children's hospital because the adult cystic fibrosis program, as well as the pediatric cystic fibrosis program, both meet at the children's hospital. I am treated by physicians who have been trained in adult medicine, but I am happily at a children's hospital. I enjoy the colors. I don't mind being in a children's hospital at all. I think the nurses are fantastic, and I feel like I'm in good hands.
All right, guys, we're here.
We made it.
We made it. Mary is getting settled in with lots of questions.
So fun to get admitted.
that's how it goes. You know, you got to go through all your meds and when you take them, even though we were here like how many weeks ago?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Can you show them what they wrote on my board?
Oh, of course. Welcome back, Mary.
I told the nurses, well, they're so sweet. When I rolled onto the floor, I rode the wheelchair in through the lobby and up to the floor, and I coughed the entire way from the front of the lobby.
From the car to...
Oh yeah, from the car all the way to the elevator.
Yeah.
And so I was just really thankful that I chose to ride the wheelchair. Plus, because I have to wear a mask, that makes breathing even harder. But when I rolled onto the floor, they were all like saying hi, and I just felt like
royalty.
I did feel like royalty, and then I told them like, you make this not miserable, thank you.
And then they started asking questions.
And then I said, no. Yeah, so I think tonight the plan is blood work,
chest x-ray.
That.
And it turns out we don't have to do fluids because she doesn't have to be NPO. So we don't have to access her port for now.
I ain't got no needle in my... I feel like I should say armpit now.
Yeah.
So, can I just do like a little like port review?
Port review with Mary.
Port unboxing. Actually, I did kind of feel like an unboxing because remember right before surgery I asked to see the port?
Oh yeah.
And she brought the whole box because it was like still sterile.
Yeah.
So my review of this new port is, I was asleep for it, so I couldn't say like, ooh, can you scooch it over a little bit? It turns out it's quite
in your armpit.
Quite in my armpit. And I actually, because of this new placement, I'm still determined to love it. I'm determined that it's going to be fine. As we've found, it is positional, and it still makes my blood work weird, so we can't take blood from it. And so it's not super great. Like, it's not everything we imagined, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But I'm really thankful to have the new port. I'm thankful to have the power port. I'm thankful it's over. And it's definitely in my armpit. I mean, basically.
So, that's it right there.
So anyway.
So basically when she raises it, can you raise your arm? It's like, right?
It's like in this.
Yeah.
It would be easier if I had a tank top on.
Yeah.
I could see it, but.
Anyways,
so
you probably wouldn't recommend to somebody to get it there?
Not necessarily. I would actually recommend, if I could like just move it a little bit, I would move it over a little bit so that when I raise my arm, these muscles aren't contracting where the port is. That's my recommendation. Move your arm around, and then where the muscles kind of stop going crazy, put it there.
I'd say that would probably be the benefit of like being awake for getting your port put in, but
I know people have done it. You guys have done it.
I know, but you know, you'll take it in your armpit over that.
No. The woman who placed it, she said, this is where I put ports. And I said, okay then.
So there's that.
I don't know if she meant to put it that laterally though.
Yeah, I think, you know, and she was like, I think when I talked to her afterwards, she was like...
What did she say?
Well, she was just like, I hope she likes where we placed it. You know, we... You know, made incision, put it in, and it kind of like ends up where it ends up, kind of thing. So
really,
I don't remember quite what she said, but she's just like, we tried our best, like to put it in a good spot. So
the other thing that I thought was interesting is the incision is like diagonal, whereas this one is like straight across. So I thought that was interesting. And another friend recently got a new port, and she said her incision is diagonal too.
Look at that.
So diagonal port buddies unite.
Alright guys, Ollie and I are going to go for a little walk because we didn't get to go out before we left to come here, so we're going to go out now. Ollie and I just got back from, I have lettuce in my teeth. We just got back from our walk and we picked up some food and got a bagel for Mary, see if she wants to eat when she gets back, when we got here. she's down at X-ray right now. They're doing a chest X-ray, take a look at her lungs, and then we'll go from there. It's weird. It's not often that Mary comes into the hospital is not doing IV antibiotics at the moment. So it's just kind of funny to have her here and not have her port access. But looks like she might be here.
Okay, I'm back from X-ray. Just got blood work, and that went well. Went super well. Thank you, Jenna. And Peter told me he was just talking about how we are not accessing my port. It turns out I do have to be NPO for the NJ. So I've heard both things. So I might have to get fluid, so we are gonna access my port, which is totally fine. It does not bother me. It's totally fine. You wanna hear a little pro hospital tip? Sometimes these beds like curve downward. I don't know if you can tell, but if you have extra pillows, you can put them there because your feet can kind of like, I don't know, fall asleep at night if they're down. And when you put the bed, like put the feet part up, it puts this part up and that part goes even further down. So yeah. Ooh, that's perfect, babe.
Great.
Thank you. I'm doing my best on this, and we are blood sharing, if you will, the new term. And we're gonna watch a show. And there's the Bonesy. Although being in the hospital is not our ideal date night, we are just choosing to make the most of it. Time to do this.
Let's do it. Hey, over there.
Oh, I have no idea where the camera was pointing.
All right, here we go.
I'm kidding. All right, I am accessed. Done. Da-da. I was just saying how weird it is to not be hooked up to an IV pole because I was hooked up to continuous for 6 weeks and now nothing. It's just weird. Like I can walk to the bathroom without rolling my IV pole. I mean, it makes me cough really hard just to walk there, but hey, at least I don't have to worry about an IV pole. There's I don't know, you look like a victorious mountain climber or something.
Brushing your teeth.
Dun da da dun. We're just getting everything done. And here's Oliver's bed. And there you have it. 1 a.m. This is what the Frey life is doing. So I'm choosing to view my upcoming addition to my face as an accessory. It's an accessory. It's a new thing. So I'm assuming this time tomorrow I will have a tube from here to here, and that'll be that. And hopefully that will be the key to helping my body, at least the nutrition part, get back on the right track. Afterward, for those of you who may or may not need like an NG or an NGA placed, I can kind of talk about what it was like.
Play by play.
And I'm guessing it's gonna go something like this. So then, you gag for a while, but don't worry, it's super glamorous. And then, so, I'm just like, you know what? I'm so not looking forward to the gagging part. One time I was awake for an endoscopy, and I gagged the entire time because that's what your body tells you to do when there's a tube down your throat. But this one is obviously a lot smaller, so we'll just do it. We'll just see what happens, make the most of it, try to laugh if we can, and
It's good to laugh every day, guys.
don't forget to laugh every day.
Oh, did you show the boy down there? Guys, look at the cute little Bonesy. Curled up in a ball next to Mary's bed. I love you, Bonesy. What are you upset about?
Peter and I just had the epiphany that we forgot to pack some Christmas lights. But that's because we tried to pack light.
Get it? We don't have lights because we tried to pack light.
That's a
Good one. Mary's port is accessed and...
that's like it.
Well, we better get to bed. Rest up for the day tomorrow. So, thanks for coming to the hospital with us, guys.
And, as
always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night.